There is a power within you, a power that is often overlooked, but it is the very force that shapes your life. This power is not in your hands. It is not in your control. And yet it is the very thing that brings all your dreams into being. That power is your imagination. It is not simply a tool for daydreaming. It is the creative force that the universe honors and responds to. This intro sets the tone, highlighting the central idea of trusting in the power within and the universe's response to your imagination. Your imagination is not merely a fleeting fantasy or an idle dream. It is a powerful, creative force that shapes your reality in ways you might not yet fully understand. When Neville Goddard speaks of the imagination, he doesn't refer to it as a simple tool for escape or distraction. He describes it as the key to unlocking your desires, the very instrument through which the universe responds to you. It is within your imagination that the seeds of your dreams are planted, nurtured, and ultimately manifested into reality. The power of imagination is the foundation of creation. You are not limited by your current circumstances, nor by the challenges you face in the physical world. What truly matters is what you hold within your mind. The images, thoughts, and feelings you dwell upon consistently are the things the universe takes as your instructions. It takes them seriously, and it moves in ways you may not even be aware of to bring those thoughts into form. The key is that the imagination does not just serve as a passive observer, but as the active creator of everything in your experience. When you truly grasp this concept, you will begin to see that there is nothing standing in your way except your own doubts. The world, as you experience it, is a reflection of your thoughts and beliefs. The images you entertain, the feelings you cultivate, and the assumptions you hold all play a vital role in determining what shows up in your life. If you imagine success, prosperity, love, or health with a deep sense of belief and emotional conviction, the universe will align circumstances in a way that brings those imaginings to fruition. But if your thoughts are dominated by fear, lack, and limitation, those too will find their way into your reality. Imagination, however, is not just about thinking happy thoughts or visualizing things once in a while. It is about deeply internalizing the feeling of having already received what you desire. Imagine living as if the dream is already a present reality and see how your life begins to change. The secret is in the feeling that accompanies the thought. This is where Neville Goddard's teachings become profound. It is not enough to simply picture something in your mind. You must feel the emotion as though it is already happening. This emotional experience is the trigger that activates the law of attraction, the law of assumption, and the law of manifestation. When you learn to direct your imagination with clarity and purpose, it becomes a tool of great empowerment. But this power is not something that can be wielded casually. It requires practice, discipline, and an understanding that the universe always responds to the vibration you emit. Your thoughts and feelings create that vibration, and it is in this vibrational state that the universe mirrors back to you whatever you have projected. This is why Neville Goddard often emphasizes living in the end, living as if your desires have already manifested. When you do this, your imagination works in tandem with your emotions to create a powerful field of attraction. In this state, you are no longer waiting for something to happen in the future. You are living it now. This brings a deep sense of peace and joy because you know that everything you desire is already on its way, and there is nothing you need to do but remain in the state of having received it. In this way, imagination becomes a bridge between where you are and where you wish to be. It takes you beyond the limits of what you currently see and opens you up to infinite possibilities. The universe, which is an extension of your own consciousness, has no choice but to align with the energy you put forth. By aligning your imagination with your desires, you step into the flow of abundance that is available to you at all times. What you must understand is that your imagination is not separate from the universe. It is one with it. The universe speaks the language of thought. And when you use your imagination to focus your thoughts on your desires, you are speaking directly to the universe. There is no need to understand how your desires will come to pass. That is not your concern. Your only job is to imagine it, feel it, and trust that the universe will bring it to you in the perfect way at the perfect time. When you begin to fully trust your imagination, you realize that you have been gifted with the ability to create your life. You are not a passive participant in the unfolding of your world. Instead, you are the master architect, shaping your reality with every thought and feeling you project into the vast ocean of possibility. The universe responds to you not because it is bound by your will, but because your imagination aligns you with the infinite power that is already present in every moment. So, trust in the power of your imagination. It is not a mere fantasy, it is the creative force of the universe at your disposal. Use it wisely, and you will begin to see how effortlessly the universe brings your dreams into form. Remember that what you imagine with feeling is not just a wish, it is a divine command to the universe to manifest it into your reality. The universe is always listening, and it is always ready to deliver exactly what you need when you trust in the power of your imagination. Living in the end is one of the most profound principles taught by Neville Goddard. To live in the end is to live in the state of having already received what you desire, to feel the satisfaction and gratitude as if the manifestation has already occurred. This principle is not about hoping, wishing, or waiting for the future. It is about embodying the feeling of fulfillment, the knowing that your desire is already realized. It's about claiming your desire in the present moment and experiencing it with the emotions and thoughts of someone who has already achieved their goal. This concept is rooted in the idea that the universe responds to your emotions and vibrations, not just your conscious thoughts. It is not enough to merely visualize your dream or wish for it. You must actually feel what it would be like to have it now. By doing so, you align yourself with the reality that reflects your desires. Your emotions, when coupled with vivid imagination, create a powerful magnet that draws your desires closer to you. This is the key to manifesting anything you want, whether it's wealth, health, love, or success. When Neville Goddard teaches to live in the end, he's encouraging you to abandon the conventional notion of waiting for things to change in the physical world before you feel differently. The physical world is a reflection of your inner state, and by changing your inner state, you create the external changes you desire. If you are waiting for external circumstances to align before you feel happy, successful, or peaceful, you will be caught in an endless cycle of dissatisfaction. Living in the end is about making the inner shift first, before the outer world reflects it back to you. Imagine that you've already achieved your dream. What would your life look like? How would you feel when you wake up in the morning? What would your thoughts be? The key is to imagine the specific emotions, the small details, and the satisfaction of having already realized your goal. By focusing on these feelings, you begin to shift your vibration to match that of your desire. The universe doesn't respond to mere thoughts. It responds to your emotional state and vibration. When you are in the state of having already received your desire, you are in the most powerful position for manifestation. Living in the end also requires a deep trust in the process of manifestation. It requires you to let go of doubts, fears, and the constant need to figure out how things will unfold. The how is not your concern. The universe has an infinite number of ways to bring your desires into your life, and it will find the perfect path for you. When you're living in the end, you let go of any attachment to the process and trust that everything is unfolding in divine order. The only thing you need to focus on is the feeling of having it already, of being already the person who has achieved the desire you hold. The process of living in the end is not just about thinking positively or hoping things will work out. It's about embodying the very essence of your desires and living them as if they are already your reality. You are not waiting for something outside of you to change. Instead, you are becoming the person who already has everything they want. This shift in mindset is the true power behind manifestation. It is the key that unlocks the doors to your desires. To live in the end, you must also begin to act in alignment with your desires. This does not mean forcing things to happen or trying to manipulate situations. It simply means that you begin to think, feel, and act as if what you want is already yours. You may find yourself making different choices, feeling more confident, or experiencing a sense of calm because you know that what you desire is already on its way. This alignment with your desires brings you into harmony with the universe, and the universe always responds to that harmony. The process of living in the end is also deeply connected to gratitude. When you live in the end, you are grateful for what you already have and for what is already on its way. Gratitude is a powerful emotional state that helps you stay in alignment with the feeling of fulfillment. It strengthens the vibration that attracts your desires, and it reinforces the belief that the universe is always working in your favor. As you cultivate gratitude, you also deepen your trust in the process, knowing that you are always supported and guided by the universe. In essence, living in the end is about claiming your desires in the present moment, feeling the joy and satisfaction of already having them, and aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with that state of being. When you embody the feeling of the wish fulfilled, the universe has no choice but to bring it into your experience. This is not magic or wishful thinking. It is the natural law of attraction at work. By living in the end, you are stepping into your power as a creator, and you are allowing the universe to bring everything you need into your life in perfect harmony and timing. Faith in the unseen is the foundation of manifestation, a principle that Neville Goddard emphasizes in his teachings. It is the ability to trust and believe in what is not yet visible, to hold the conviction that your desires are already on their way, even when there is no physical evidence to support that belief. Faith in the unseen requires an unwavering belief in the power of your imagination and the trust that the universe is always working behind the scenes to bring your desires to fruition, regardless of what appears to be happening in the physical world. Often we are conditioned to believe only in what we can see, hear, or touch. We tend to rely on the evidence of our senses to validate our beliefs and to determine what is possible. But this way of thinking limits our potential. The truth is that reality is far more fluid and malleable than we realize. The universe operates in ways that transcend our limited understanding, and it responds to the vibrational frequency we emit, not just to what we perceive with our senses. Faith in the unseen is the trust that the invisible forces of the universe are always at work, aligning circumstances, people, and events to bring about our desires. This faith is not about blind optimism or wishful thinking. It is about knowing with a deep inner certainty that the universe is constantly conspiring in your favor, even when you cannot see how it's unfolding. It is understanding that the creative forces of the universe are already in motion, even when your current circumstances don't reflect that truth. It's about knowing that the desires you hold in your heart are not only possible, but inevitable. They are already done in the unseen realm, and all that is left is for them to manifest in the physical world. When you trust in the unseen, you let go of the need for immediate proof. You no longer rely on the world around you to tell you whether your desires are on their way. Instead, you focus on the inner knowing that your imagination, which is the creative power of the universe, has already set things into motion. This inner knowing is a quiet confidence, a calm certainty that your desires are already being brought into form, even if you cannot yet see the evidence with your physical eyes. The universe, like a silent partner, is always working behind the scenes to bring about your dream. Belief in the unseen also requires detachment from doubt and fear. Doubt is the opposite of faith. It creates a mental and emotional barrier that blocks the flow of energy from your desires to their manifestation. When doubt creeps in, it is a sign that you are focusing more on what is rather than what can be. The key to faith is to stay focused on the vision of your desire, holding it in your mind with conviction, and knowing that the universe will bring it to you in the perfect way, at the perfect time. The more you focus on your desires as though they are already real, the more the unseen forces work in your favor to manifest them. Faith in the unseen requires you to trust in the timing of the universe. Often, when we desire something, we want it immediately. We are conditioned to expect instant gratification. But the universe has its own timing, one that is often far more perfect and precise than we can imagine. When you trust in the unseen, you surrender the need to control how or when your desires will come to pass. You simply trust that the universe knows what is best and will deliver your desires in divine timing. This faith allows you to release any anxieties or frustrations about the timing of your manifestations and to remain confident that everything is unfolding as it should. One of the most powerful aspects of faith in the unseen is the ability to persist, even when circumstances suggest otherwise. The world around you may appear to contradict your desires. Perhaps the money hasn't arrived, the relationship hasn't materialized, or the opportunity hasn't shown up yet. But when you have faith in the unseen, you trust that everything is in alignment, even if it's not immediately visible to you. This persistence is key to manifestation. You must continue to believe in your desires, regardless of what the world tells you. The universe responds to the unwavering belief in your heart, not to the temporary fluctuations of the external world. Faith in the unseen also nurtures a deeper connection with your own inner power. It helps you realize that you are not at the mercy of external circumstances, but that you are the creator of your reality. By trusting in the unseen, you acknowledge that the true power lies within you. Your faith strengthens your connection to the infinite potential of the universe. And this connection allows you to align with the frequency of your desires. As you align with this higher frequency, you magnetize your desires into your experience with greater ease. Ultimately, faith in the unseen is the foundation for all manifestations. It is the deep, unshakable belief that the universe is always working for you, even when you cannot see it, even when there is no physical evidence to prove it. This faith creates a space of trust and peace, allowing you to surrender the how and the when, and simply know that your desires are already on their way. The more you cultivate this faith, the more you will see how the unseen world aligns with your deepest desires, bringing them into your life in ways that you never could have imagined. Detachment from the how is a critical aspect of manifesting your desires. Yet, it is one that many people struggle with. The human mind often seeks to control every aspect of its reality, especially when it comes to the fulfillment of its desires. We tend to become attached to the idea of how things will unfold, feeling that we must figure out every step of the process. However, this attachment to the how is what limits the flow of manifestation and can block the very desires we are trying to bring into our lives. The true key to manifesting anything you desire is to detach from the need to control the way in which it will happen. When you release this attachment, you open the door to infinite possibilities and allow the universe to deliver your desires in ways that far exceed your expectations. When you are attached to the how, you're essentially trying to force the universe to follow a specific path that you believe is the only way for your desire to manifest. You might start thinking about the specific actions you need to take or the exact circumstances you need to create in order for your desire to come true. But this type of thinking is often rooted in limited beliefs and a lack of trust in the universe's ability to deliver in ways that are beyond your comprehension. The universe, however, is not confined to the narrow possibilities that your mind can conceive. It is vast and abundant, and it has countless ways to bring your desires to you, many of which you may not even be aware of. By letting go of the attachment to how your desires will manifest, you allow space for the universe to work its magic. You release the burden of trying to figure everything out, and instead you surrender to the flow of life, trusting that your desires are already being brought into alignment. This act of surrender is not about giving up or being passive. It is about letting go of the need to control every detail and trusting that the universe has a better plan than you could ever conceive. When you let go of attachment to the how, you also let go of the pressure and the anxiety that often comes with it. Many people feel stressed and overwhelmed because they are constantly trying to control every aspect of their manifestation process. They feel as though if they don't figure out exactly how it will work, it will never happen. But this fear and pressure are counterproductive. When you relax into the belief that the universe has a perfect plan, you release the tension and open yourself up to receiving your desires with ease. Detachment from the how also requires faith. It requires you to trust that the universe is always working behind the scenes to orchestrate the perfect circumstances for your desires to manifest. Even though you may not see the steps being taken or understand the process, you trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The universe does not need your help in figuring out the details. The more you try to control how things will unfold, the more you limit the universe's ability to surprise and delight you with the unexpected. When you let go of the how, you open the space for miracles to occur, for things to unfold in ways that are beyond what you could have planned. Another important aspect of detachment from the how is being able to release your desire for immediate results. People often become impatient when they don't see instant manifestations of their desires, and this impatience can lead to doubt and frustration. But the universe operates on its own timeline, one that is often far more perfect than anything you could have imagined. Your job is not to rush the process, but to trust in the timing and to continue living as though your desires have already been fulfilled when you detach from the how and surrender to the divine timing of the universe. You allow everything to fall into place effortlessly. Detachment from the how also allows you to embrace the journey rather than focusing solely on the destination. When you stop fixating on how things should unfold, you start to enjoy the process of creation. The journey becomes just as enjoyable as the end result because you are no longer in a constant state of anxiety about the how. You begin to see signs, synchronicities, and opportunities along the way that guide you toward your goal. Instead of forcing things to happen, you move with the flow of life and trust that the universe is guiding you toward your highest good. One of the most powerful benefits of detachment from the how is that it frees you from the limitations of your own mind. Your mind, while incredibly powerful, is often limited by past experiences and beliefs. It cannot possibly conceive of all the possibilities that the universe has at its disposal. When you let go of the how, you allow space for new, innovative solutions and opportunities to emerge, ones that your limited mind could not have predicted. For the universe has infinite creativity, and by detaching from the how, you open yourself to receiving its full, unlimited potential. In essence, detachment from the how is about trusting the process, surrendering the need for control, and allowing the universe to bring your desires to you in the most perfect and unexpected ways. When you let go of the need to figure it all out, you create space for miracles and allow the universe to surprise you with abundance, joy, and fulfillment. Trust that the universe knows the best path to bring your desires into reality and release any attachment to the details. The more you let go, the more you align with the flow of the universe and experience the magic of effortless manifestation. Trusting that the universe will give you what you need when you need it is perhaps one of the most empowering and liberating aspects of manifestation. This trust is not based on mere hope or wishful thinking, but on the understanding that there is a powerful force at work in the universe that is always guiding and supporting you. It's an inner knowing that whatever you require, whether it be opportunities, resources, relationships, or solutions, will show up at the perfect time, in the perfect form, and in the most harmonious way possible. This trust in the universe frees you from anxiety, doubt, and the constant need to control the outcomes of your life. It is a deep-seated belief that the universe is abundant, loving, and always working in your favor. When you trust that the universe will give you what you need, you acknowledge that there is an intelligence and wisdom far greater than your own at play. The universe, in all its vastness and complexity, is designed to support your growth, evolution, and success. It knows what is best for you, even when you don't fully understand the bigger picture. This trust requires you to let go of the belief that you are alone in your journey or that you must struggle and force things to happen. Instead, you open yourself to the idea that life is not something you must control, but something you must allow and receive. This trust also requires surrender. It's about releasing your attachment to a specific outcome or timeline and allowing life to unfold in its own natural rhythm. Trusting the universe means letting go of any rigid expectations and being open to the ways in which your desires may manifest. Often, we become fixated on a particular path or timeline, believing that there is only one way for our dreams to come true. But when we release this attachment, we create space for the universe to surprise us with better and more fulfilling possibilities than we could have imagined. Trusting that the universe knows what you need, and when you need it, allows you to surrender control and align with the flow of life. The universe does not operate on your timeline or by your limited understanding of how things should unfold. It operates according to a higher plan, one that is in perfect harmony with the greater good. This means that while you may not always see immediate results or understand why things are happening the way they are, you can trust that everything is unfolding according to a divine order. Even in moments of apparent delay or challenge, you are being prepared for the next step of your journey, and everything you experience serves a purpose in shaping you into the person capable of receiving your desires. The universe is always giving you exactly what you need to grow, expand, and evolve.